Welcome back to the Super Dope Podcast. I'm your host, the Jedi Knife. I got my boy D's. D's, say what's up?
Yo, what up, what up, what up? Like I told you, that's what they call me. D's Mag, the interchangeable by all.
Anyway, we got Ghost. Ghost, say what's up?
Yo, and I'm here to tell y'all nobody calls him either of those nicknames outside of this podcast. Just gonna float that out there.
Nah, everybody calls me that.
No, you don't even know anybody. You don't even like people.
Everybody,
People.
everybody on this call calls you that.
Yo, I'm international.
All right.
Yo, mad funny. I'm out there, and you guys. I mean, if you know me, you know me. I don't suffer in the self-esteem department. Bae comes outside, right? And I'm like, yo, Bae, we're gonna be all set this winter. Right? So she looks at me, there's like 3 pieces of wood on the floor. I'm like, yo, Bae. I feel like the pilgrims. Yo, she looked at me, she goes, yo, if we went on the Oregon Trail, a spider would have you out of commission. Yo, Mag died from a spider bite.
That's a lot of work for you, though, splitting wood with a wedge. That's a lot of physical activity.
I'm not gonna lie. You don't really strike me as the outdoorsy type.
Yo, it's not easy, man. These pieces of log, they if you know me, there's always music in my head, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why am I there with a wedge and a sledgehammer like this? Open up with just one touch, and the whole time trying not to hit my fingers because I know the minute that happens, out of commission. I'm looking around hoping the wedge don't get stuck because the minute that happens, the project is over, and then I got to use the axe, and I'm using all these tools in conjunction, in unison, trying to get these pieces of wood split up so I could use them this winter.
I feel like you'd be using a wedge with a sledgehammer, almost like a nail and a hammer, like ding, 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 ding.
That's why they call me Paul Bunyan.
Again, no one, not even us, not even us. No
Let me
one.
tell you right now. Okay, so the intro. Yo, welcome back to the featuring. This episode's called "That's What They Call Me." That's what they call me, Paul Bunyan.
I thought they called you friggin' dick face. Anyway, you guys watching anything good?
I don't watch TV. Right. Agents of Shield ended, and so unfortunately, all I watch today are sports, and I play video games.
All right, so what game did you watch?
Yo,
Lakers ended the series last night with Portland, getting Trailblazers up out of here. I thought it was dope because it was kind of like a callback to when we were younger. Melo was going off in the first half, and LeBron was going off, so it was kind of like Melo versus LeBron for the first half last night. So it kind of, was a callback to like what we thought would be happening when Melo got to the league. Just he was on the bum ass Nuggets for a long time, and then he bounced around.
I thought they were. I thought they were protesting the NBA. I thought they were boycotting.
Well, I want to be on record as saying I want people to stop calling it a boycott. Boycott is when you like stop supporting somebody and stop buying their stuff. This was the players' union decided that they weren't going to play, so it was a strike. I just feel like a boycott, like by calling it a boycott, it's not putting an emphasis on what it was that they're trying to accomplish. No offense, Al.
Right.
But that being said, yes, they because of the shooting of Jacob Blake, they decided that the next day that they would go on strike. And so they had a meeting with the league, and I guess there's conflicting reports about what came out of this meeting. However, after that meeting with the league, they decided that they would continue to play for the playoffs.
Cool. What about you, Mike?
That was a news segment. Notice how I was just over here like, yo, somebody tag me in because I have no idea what's going on in the sports world.
Oh my gosh.
Mikey doesn't watch sports because he doesn't like when they score touchdowns in baseball. So
I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. I mean, yo, Jedi, you remember, or you may not remember, but you should remember the time watching the Super Bowl with the family, and I asked who keeps drawing the line. and I almost got kicked out of the room.
What? What?
Yo, he
I
thought
know.
the first down. He thought the first down marker on the TV. Somebody kept drawing it. He thought somebody kept drawing it on the field. Yeah.
Yeah, I was young.
I look out like, you serious?
Yo, but I want to get back. Hold on, Ghost. Did you say you finished watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah.
Oh, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I thought you said The Shield.
Oh, no. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, I used to like that, though.
I did used to like the Shield, but no, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So yeah, I mean, it's a Marvel show. I think that they got it right with this one. Marvel, they're not known for their TV shows. Unfortunately, a lot of them get canceled after just one season or two. But Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. been rocking for, I think technically this was like season 8. And they decided this is going to be the last season.
Damn.
I didn't know it was on for that long.
Yeah.
I would have guessed like 4, but who knows? I'm not watching TV.
I was watching that the High Score documentary on Netflix, the video game one. That shit was dope. You guys should watch that. Because the first episode, they talk about how Atari got started and how Pac-Man got started and asteroids. And then the second episode, it starts talking about Super Nintendo. And then the third episode gets into Sega and Mortal Kombat.
Did we just see images floating around of the initial Pac-Man sketches? Have you seen those?
No.
Yeah, and the creator talks about it in the documentary on Netflix.
Also, is that from the show?
Yeah, because it shows the sketches.
Okay.
But he was talking about how he had pizza and he literally took a slice out, and then he saw the shape that was left over, and that's literally what Pac-Man was. That's how we got the idea.
Yo, so
crazy.
Why the fuck aren't we eating food and coming up with a crazy revolutionary idea? I ate a slice of pizza and I ain't thinking about shit but eating the next slice of pizza.
For real. No, but you know what's crazy though? It shows the original sketches of Space Invaders. Like he has the notebook and the folder and everything with all the original sketches, and he drew sketches on graph paper, so that way he could color in the squares, so that way it would translate into the game. It was just super dope, like seeing it all. You know what I mean? Like just those original sketches. You know how much those things are worth?
And to think those are so primitive, and what has to happen now to get a game to fucking to fucking work. I mean, I think that's what led it to mocap being an unlockable character in Mortal Kombat.
I know. For real. But no, that was dope. I watched Starship Troopers. Starship Troopers, can't go wrong. I watched that over the weekend.
Did you know that there's a second one?
There's like 4 of them.
There's 4 of them?
Yeah.
I remember seeing the second one. Even though they I mean, spoiler alert, but even though they killed Shorty in the first one. But yeah, they went on to like make more after that. And I remember I didn't see it till like literally like last year. I was like, wait, there's a second one?
No, there's like 4 of them, but we only talk about what are you drinking there?
I can't I'm drinking a little bit of whiskey. But let me ask you this. High school is a sensitive time, right? Middle school, high school, very sensitive. A lot of peer pressure. How do you feel if your mom Dukes or your dad worked at your facility? But Ghost, how would you feel about that shit?
I mean, me and my mom is cool. Well, we're cool. So, it would have been dope. Cause then it's just like, all right, yeah, I'm done, or I don't got a class or whatever. I'm just gonna go hang out with my mom for a little bit. Like if my mom was like the school nurse, I'm in there parlaying with my feet up.
Yeah.
Like, yo, mom, what's up? What you doing?
Yeah,
how's your day?
I only bring it up because I'm watching this TV show called Sex Ed on Netflix, and homeboy's mom is a sex therapist.
Now that's different.
Everything in the house is a schlong. Everything is the spatula is a schlong. The chandelier is a schlong. The motherfucking doorknobs are balls with a schlong. The doorbell is like everything's a schlong. But then she gets a job at the school facilitating the sex ed conversation. And I'm like, yo, that's gotta be nuts to have your parental unit at your school when you're awkward, right? I remember being weird about lifting up my arms because I didn't have pelitos in it yet. So I would keep my like I had the ill spaghetti strap tank top. It was probably Poppy's tank top, and I wouldn't even raise my hand, because all the kids had pelitos, and it was just awkward, an awkward time.
And now armpit hair is gross.
Yeah, I don't know,
for
man.
Me, anyway, I don't like armpit hair. For me, that shit's gross. I don't care.
That shit came in. That feeling came in later though. That feeling of not caring came way later because you're trying to fit in. You got to do what everybody else doing.
Yo, my man, you have no idea.
The same music everybody else listening.
You have no idea how much you just changed this topic that we're having. All right. So my mom working at the school as like a janitor or a lunch lady or a nurse, that's one thing. Everybody going to talk to my mom about dicks during the day. Can you imagine the joke? All right. So y'all know me well enough to know I always got jokes, right? So if I'm sitting in your class and your mom got pictures of a schlong up and we going over it in class, obviously you and I got to talk about it after. Am I wrong? Ain't nobody else gonna roast you for that?
Deez thought he was gonna make a smooth segue into what he was talking about, and it was just like, yeah, my mom, yeah, this guy, yeah, we're gonna talk about dicks together.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, but I'm saying that's a segue. She got into the school, and now that's the conversation, right? Pretty dope.
They got a schlong spatula. They got a schlong TV remote. They got a schlong.
Yo, my man. The pictures in the background, they look abstract. When you take a closer look, you're like, damn, is that a beef curry? You know what I'm saying? It's too much, right? And now the pork. Yo, you gotta watch the show. You gotta tune in. But that I'm just saying. I'm just trying to get to the point of your parental unit working. I was embarrassed that my dad was the church bus driver. It'd be a Sunday.
Yo, your dad?
My dad. Hell yeah, my dad used to be a good guy before he was my dad afterwards.
Yeah, he was the church bus driver. He was the church guitarist.
Your dad?
Yo, my dad invented the one-man band. He was at church, guitar on the drums. My man, I don't know how you play the drums when your hands are up here. With your elbows and his feet. Doom, 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 right? So my dad, shit, look at Siri. Siri's acting like I'm talking to him. So he would do that, but as a bus driver, it'd be a beautiful Sunday, summer Sunday. Church started at 5. So around 4:15, he's making the rounds. I'm in the bus. And I would drive by and see all the cool kids playing basketball with their armpit hair. I didn't have no hair. I wasn't shooting nothing. And I'm there, mad hot with my button up, like, damn, yo, I wish I could hang out. I wish my dad was in the. Then my dad would stop at the house across from the park to beat the horn, beep beep, hey, hermana Petunia, hey, vámonos. And I'm like, yo, it was a lot of years of that shit. It was real awkward.
The stories I've heard about your dad, I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
Let me tell you right now,
they were all about
my dad,
church.
Like, he like flipped, right? Like, you get to the point you just lose your mind. He definitely did that. Yo, my dad had the ill mullet, mad curls, right? The ill mullet, and but I think that kept me out of trouble. I think it kept me out of trouble.
It was a good time though. I remember going to church with you guys just to go to church with you guys. Like I didn't care about church. I'm not religious whatsoever, but I'm like, all right, Deez and Bones are gonna go to church. All right, well, whatever, I'll go. And your dad's driving a bus, and then we get to church, and Dad be on the guitar, stomping his feet with the cymbal on one foot. I'm surprised he didn't have the thing for the harmonica. I'm like,
he got that shit now. He got that shit now. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, you remember when he would take out the insoles of the boots and wear them as slippers?
Yo, goes. goes, you want to talk about embarrassing shit? My dad goes outside. He paints half the trees white, and then he calls them birch trees. Yo, papi. Yo, it's a clean cutoff.
Yeah.
It's clean.
Yeah. I don't even know.
Yo, clean. Yo, papi, it's a little birch. It's
Yeah,
a little birch.
You would
your
stop
dad,
painting
I'm
them
shocked.
halfway up the tree.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, Ghost, how you think? Yo, Ghost, how you think I feel? Yo, papi, let's papi, let's get crazy about pizza. Yo, he would give me the most stern look. Like when I'm not. He would tell me I'm not in the spending mood. There's no pizza today. No pizza. Yo, my man, though, if you would, I promise you, I will find you a picture, and I'm gonna text it to the group, and you're gonna see half, a clean half, like he ran out of paint. It's cool. We'll leave it like that. The rest of it could be regular.
It would literally be halfway up the tree. The tree would literally be half white and half natural.
And it was a birch tree now.
But there was more than one though. It wasn't like it was a project for one. It was like 3 or 4 of them.
That's mad fun.
Man, that's some good shit, man. That's some good shit.
That's the clip right there. That's the next clip.
Oh no, please. Yo, Al, call it. It's on a birch. Now, Jedi, you touched on something that was kind of, it brought me back, and I hope Ghost can chime in. Ghost seems like he was a good kid, yo. You know, he didn't go outside, he didn't break shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he got allowance. I ain't get allowance.
You get an allowance.
But yo, Jedi, you were out here stealing. You were out here robbing the local bodega.
Oh,
bringing
snap.
home chicken sticks.
Damn, you're making me like a teen.
You know, you were out here a delinquent. You know what I'm saying? Poor mom had gray hairs waiting.
This guy said, all right, now turn to the left.
Oh, snap.
Now what did punishment look like for you though?
Yo, seriously, like being raised by a single mom, I got beat. Yo, wire hangers, plastic hangers. I distinctly remember her putting a plastic chair on the side, stomping on one of the legs to break them off, and getting beat with that.
Yo, mom was a savage.
Yo, my head hurts. My head hurts right now. Yo,
we
holy
got
smokes,
beat.
that's wild.
Yo.
We got beat, but we still got, Super Nintendo. We still got games when they came out, blah, blah, blah. But yo, we got beat. At least I remember getting beat. You know what I mean? I remember one time being in my room for like, I don't know, it seemed like the entire day just watching my Ghostbuster ceiling fan go around and around like I was Outcast or something. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, I got beat. Sometimes I'd cry myself to sleep from how bad I got beat. Fucking.
You know what that's called? That's called a dormir sin sueño. Whenever you heard your parents say that, yo, Ghost,
what is that?
Take notes on this.
What is that?
It roughly translates into you're going to sleep without being sleepy. Because when your parents said that, yo, Ghost, give me a story, Ghost. Like I said, you seem like a good kid. You maybe got the corner, right? You got the corner for what, 30 seconds? 30
I used to get jumped. My mom and my grandma would throw hands, bro. Yo, so
initiation though.
And I don't
even was like this at 5 years old.
And I don't even remember the stuff I did. I just know I'll never do it again. You know what I'm saying? So there was one time. My mom got me because I was getting a little bit older. You know what I'm saying? I was like 9, 10. So you can only hit me for so much longer before, like, I'm taller than you now. Like, you can only hit me for so much longer before it's like, this doesn't even hurt, Mom. I'm just crying so that you feel better. And so she hit me with the, yo, you know what? I'm tired of it. Go take a bath. I was like, it's 3:30 and then, okay, all right. I go upstairs, get in the tub. I'm in there, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing. Whatever 10-year-olds do in the bathtub, chilling, got the water running still. My mom come in with the belt in the hand. She's like, get up. What? get up. Like, yo, I'm naked. I'm wet. What do you mean, get up? Yo, my foot didn't even hit the ground, bro. I go to step out all timid, go to step out all slow. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to prolong it, trying to draw it out. Like if my feet don't touch the ground, then it's not gonna go down. As soon as my toe even felt the cold of the towel, bro, whack, dip left, dip right, I'm out, right? Get by my mom, I was a runner. Dip left, dip right, duck under the belt, I'm out. So I take off running down the hallway, right? I go into my grandma's room thinking I'm about to get some help. I run around the bed, jump on the bed, jump off the bed, right? Because, you know, I'm going to trap my mom on the other side. This is going to give me, I don't know where I thought I was going, right? Like, I live here. It's not like I can run away from this whooping forever. I don't know where I was going, but I was out. So I run around the bed, jump on the bed, jump off the bed. I'm going to run out the door. All of a sudden, my grandma hit me with one of these, yo. Clothesline my ass, bro. Boom, I'm naked. They both just whack. I'm like, oh.
I was gonna say, and you're naked.
Yo, I'm naked. I'm just trying to. So I got one hand trying to catch the belt, the other hand trying to make sure they don't catch me in the. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to protect the boys. So I got one hand. Like,
you don't have a dick yet.
Oh, yo. I was blessed as a youth, but you know what I'm saying. So I got one hand trying to protect myself, one hand trying to protect the boys, and then it's over. And then my mom's like, yo, go to bed. I'm like, yo, I can't even finish my bath. Like, but I didn't want to get back in the water because now I got welts and stuff. So, yeah, that's just one of one. Like, a lot of people say, like, I don't think I was abused as a child. Like, anything. I know exactly what I did. I broke the window. All right. I know exactly what I did. But, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't abused. But at the same time, when it came time, like, when judgment was coming down, boy, I felt the wrath, yo.
Yo, let me tell you right now, this generation, right? And Jedi, I don't know how you are at home, but, yo, I'm definitely soft, right? Because Jedi just talked about Adormir sin sueño. That's basically, it's 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. When the bell comes out, you're already out for the night. Adormir sin sueño. It's not bedtime, but you're sleeping. There was one that Papa used to do, right? He'd have the belt behind his back, and you already knew it was there. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was long. It's a long shit, so the legs are open, but you see the belt behind him. You knew what it was. And then he would, you'd be across the room. You're like 8 feet across the room, or however big a room is. Ven aquí. That means come over here, right? Ven aquí. You would take one step, and then he would say, no, allá, es aquí. You would take one more step, but you weren't close enough. You only got close enough when your feet were touching his feet. At that point, the arm comes out, right? And you try to run like Ghost. But the other arm grabs you. So now you running, but you're being held back. So your ass is already out. Toma. 3 o'clock, you're in bed. That's it. You're out for the night. It's good night. You go to sleep. That was like the beatings. Then you definitely got the branches. Yep. I got a harmonica thrown in my face. If you cried, they would ask you, ¿Tú quieres llorar? That means, do you want to cry? But you're already crying. So your answer, no matter what you say, is already wrong. Right. You're gonna get hit on top of that.
Exactly. You want me to give you something to cry for? Is how my mom used to put it.
Exactly. The best case scenario was when you be jumping on the bed, boom, 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 and then you're jumping, you're turning, and then you finally get to face the door, and Papi's there with the belt, right? Because growing up in a Puerto Rican household, you gotta preserve everything. Furniture had plastic on it. The mattresses had the plastic on it still. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. When you're jumping on it, you couldn't jump on that shit. You break it. What would happen is, as soon as Papi walked in that room, the last jump in the air, you would have to just kind of slide under your sheets, but then curl your legs up. So when he'd hit your legs, he was just hitting the blankets. And then he would leave. Did he hit you? Nah, me neither. Let's go to bed anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm not like that at home. I'm not like that with my kids. Like, I used to hit them when they were smaller. I mean, they're only 6 and 4, so imagine that. I would spank them on their ass, and then, but I don't hit them now. Like right now, like if they're fighting, like let's say, like a while ago, Raiden and Alexi, they were fighting. They were hitting each other. Bah, 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 bah. I'm like, guys, stop. You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt, and when you get hurt, I don't want to hear no crying. So then they kept going. And whatever, you want to hit each other, fine. But listen to what I say. I hate when you don't listen. That's what gets me mad. So they kept fighting. One of them got hurt, so I made them both go to the corner and hug for a half hour. Hug each other for a half hour.
Damn.
Yo, they were hugging each other while crying. My wife gets home. They're in the corner crying, hugging each other though. My wife comes home, she walks in the room and she had to back out slowly because she was laughing so bad. She was laughing. It's like, yo, you want to be like that? Fucking go hug. Go hug in the corner. See what happens.
Yo, that's some good shit though. Yo, the laughing shit, Ghost. You know what I'm saying? If you were present, you know, in the kids' lives, you would be able to experience that.
Yo, come on, man. Yo, so one thing that y'all do have to keep in mind, even though I don't have any kids of my own. All right, I want to go on record as well as saying I don't have any children.
Go on record saying, though he doesn't have any dependents that he claims on.
Yo, I don't have any children. All right, my pullout game is immaculate, but I am a lot older than my brother, right? So me and my brother are 12 years apart. So when he was, 4, 5, 6, you know what I'm saying? I was, in my teens already. And so I would see, when he would get in trouble, what would happen is, my mom, she would lay the law down, you know what I'm saying? And he would, I'd be sitting, in there talking to her or whatever, and he would come and he would stand in the door and he would knock. She's like, "What, Mom? Yeah. You still love me, right?" like I would just start laughing because it was like, yo, I understand that, you know what I'm saying? Like you just caught the fury of God, and so he would just come back like, "Yo, you still love me, right?" And then there was another time when he was like 6 or 7, and he got a whooping, and he comes in my room and he sits down, and I'm like, "Yo, what's going on?" He goes, "How come you didn't help me?"
Yo, as a sibling, you ain't doing that.
I ain't doing it in a way, because I'm going to catch them hands too, you know what I'm saying? I might have been a teenager, but I'm not trying to get hit by my mom at 16. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm supposed to do? What I'm supposed to do?
But you know what? That might even be an instant growing up. I remember. I'm gonna bring you back. I don't think Jedi was there. He was around. He just wasn't there. One time, I let my cousin take my car, and now where I lived to the downtown area was walking distance. Mm-hmm. So you could take the car. I'm just gonna walk home. As I'm walking home, he's pulled over on the car, right? Yo, officer, that's my car. He's like, "You want to get arrested too?" Yo, I'll see you at home. I'm out. Man, I had nothing to do with whatever the fuck you did. I'm just walking. I'll see you at home. Bring my car intact with a full tank.
Yo.
With a full tank.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, this shit like run a center. Yo, bring it back with a full tank.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta mind your business. You know what I'm saying? And
now you do. And the same thing with the kiddies. You gotta do it.
Yeah, so it's just like I just thought it was so funny. He really you could see like the pain in his eyes when he looked at me like, "Yo, why didn't you help me?" Like, yo, that's on you, bro. that's all on you. I used to get it too when I was your age, bro. But
like, please help, like in Fifth Element when she's telling Bruce Willis to help her in the back of the cab.
Yeah.
Please help.
I'll be telling the little boy about those stories. He be crying listening to it, right? Because I'm already upset. Papi, if I did that, I get a chancleta, la cova, el mapo, and he's crying like I'm gonna do the same things. But to him, it's like a folklore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like to him, I could see him with his kids. Like, yo, let me tell you right now, your grandfather. And mapo. What's a mapo? You know what I'm saying? Like he's in the you know, he's a mapo.
I was gonna say, does Gordo even speak that?
He's gonna be like this. Your grandfather? I never heard of that. What is that word?
For real. Man. Yeah, I mean, I don't hit the kids at all. I don't hit the kids, and I don't plan to in the future. But it's like, yo, fucking listen. That's all I fucking.
All right, in the future. Okay, that's cool. All right, in the future. Let's fast forward now. Ghost, your brother's still younger, whatever. Ghost, in recent history, now that your brother's an adult, have you ever had to lay an ass whooping down on your brother? Like, yo.
Oh yeah. No, 100%. So my mom got sick when I was in high school, right? And so she was weaker. And so she would come to me complaining about him, and she was like, "Yo, man, if I was healthy, I would just." And I was like, "You know what? Pass me the belt, bro. I got it. I got it. I got
She
it."
knights you with the belt.
Pretty much. So you know what I'm saying? I was an extension of the law. I became the goon. Now I'm gonna be honest. I understand now what she meant when she would say, "This is gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you." Right? I thought I would enjoy it. I thought it would be fun, but honestly, you know, I was young. I didn't know any better, and so I think personally, like, you know, with it, one of these days I'm gonna slip up and not get, you know, and actually pop out one of these little children, and I don't think I could put hands on them. Honestly, I don't think I could, especially if I had like a little girl. And
okay, no. So that was a line, right? That was a line. When I talk about this, it's from the perspective of your dad with a little boy. The little girl doesn't get that.
Yeah.
The little girl doesn't get any type of physical punishment. The boys do. I don't think that I'm against it, but there's a limit. I'm not talking about torture. I'm talking about what I got. What I got, I don't consider abuse, and I wouldn't be. I don't know. I personally don't do it because I haven't got pushed there. You know, I've given him fuerte a few times, right? But now that word, what it used to mean to me, is different than what it means to him.
Yeah.
Like, he said it in school. "Oh yeah, my dad likes to give me fuerte." The teacher's like, "What's that mean?" "Oh, that's when he hits me." After he assessed at the crib, yo, they be taking me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say that, papi. So it's different.
Yeah.
But as you get older though, like if you were always like that, I don't think you switch. So like to Jedi's point of saying, I did when they were little, I won't do it later. Let me tell you right now, when we got older, Bobby was still about that shit.
Oh yeah, it just got worse.
Would fuck up. My brother would fuck up. Bobby would be pissed. I remember one time I was upstairs, right? And my old room when I lived at home, it was the attic. It was just stairs. There was no door. And I used to have house speakers. So house speakers in an attic that's mad small and no doors. And the room was right underneath my room next to the stairs. And I was with the music, doom, 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 people over chilling. And the pizza came and I was drunk. And Dad started banging on the wall. So when I came down, I got pissed and I ripped the banister out.
Oh, I think I remember that.
When you rip the banister out of your parents' house, yo, Bobby came out with a knife.
Yup.
Yo, but by the time he came back, I was outside. So my buddy was walking down and said, "Yo, I'm not Mikey." Bobby came through with, "Yo, you rip the banister out, now you gotta get cut. So you know what I'm saying? Like you don't miss that.
When I got older,
I hate to see that.
When I got older, my mom recognized that, like, yo, this belt ain't doing nothing. So I'll never forget. There was one time I had to be. I think I was in junior high, and she was like, "Clean the room." And I'm like, "Yo, I did." And she was like, "Well, it's not clean enough." I'm like, "Well, that's gonna have to do it, right?" I'm 13. I'm like 5'10". I'm towering over this little woman. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, "Well, I tried." Why my mom hook off on me, son? I'm not sure if it was a hook or an uppercut. It might even have been a straight jab. I didn't even see it coming. I just remember falling on the bed. She just boop, I dropped back.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now. Go ahead.
And I remember as I'm falling down, I'm like, "Yo, am I knocked out?" Like I had that moment, like right before I hit the bed, like it, and I hit the bed.
Oh shit! Yo, am I knocked out?
And then I look up at her, and she's standing over me like all brolic. And like in that moment, I was like, "Yo, I can't cross this woman. I'm never."
She did the Ali pose over your knocked out body.
Pretty much. And I was like, "Yo, I can't cross this woman." Like so until you know my mom passed away this year, but last year my mom's sick in the hospital. I'm not gonna cross her. You better get your ass home. Yep. You know, all right, guys. I can't come through this weekend. I'm going home. You know what I'm saying?
So Jedi and Jedi, please jump in, right? I'm gonna tell you right now. The way we were raised, you don't raise your voice unless you're ready for that kind of treatment. The 1-2, a broom, a knife, whatever. You're gonna get it all, right? To this day, I'm an old ass man, right? I'm not raising my voice to my mother or my father, right? Because you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna hit me with a 1-2, and I have to take it. And I remember growing up, and I would see the way certain girls of certain backgrounds, I'll say that, the way they would talk to their mothers, and to me, I would cringe because I'm like, yo, if I ever
for real
try to talk like that, yo, Jedi, if I ever try to talk like that, yo, you get one of these, and if your dad hears about it, you're gonna get another one of those.
Oh, my dad was like thousands of miles away, so he was never around. So I mean, whatever. But my mom, I wouldn't even think about yelling at my mom. Like I would, like hell no. You know what I mean? We got our ass beat.
Yeah.
Like I didn't swear in front of my mom until I was like 20. You know what I mean? I didn't even say a bad word. I didn't say a bad word in front of my mom until I was like 20. I was like, damn, I'm gonna get my ass beat.
And at the same time, though, it wasn't even like fear. It was just like respect. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And so I feel like, you know, when I went to junior high, I went to this private school. And so I'm over, you know what I'm saying? Kid had a sleepover or whatever. So I'm over there chilling. And his mom was like asking him something. He's like, shut up, mom, we're playing. And I was just like, yeah. Yo, you about to get your ass.
You got scared for him. You're like, ah!
I was like, yo, you about to die. And all of a sudden I hear, I'm sorry, honey. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Am I in the Twilight Zone? This isn't real life. People don't live like this.
Those are the kids that become murderers.
I don't know where that kid is now. I'm sure I got him on Facebook or something, but I just remember him being, shut up, mom, we're playing.
Any money he's behind bars or something.
It was wild.
Was like, mom, the roast beef.
Mom, the meatloaf.
That's what it was.
Where's the meatloaf, mom?
For real, yo, people be talking like that to the parents. I'm just like, wow. And like in the store and shit, like I'm in the store with my kids, and my kids are like, they behave good because they know I give them a fucking look. I'm gonna wait till we get home. Yep. And then they're behaving good, and then we see other kids. And they're talking to parents like that. I'm like, you see that little brat right there? Good job not being like them, because if that was my kid, and he talked like that to me in the store in front of people, in front of everybody, I would beat him right there.
Yep.
But the parents are like, okay, honey, so do you want this instead? No, I don't want that. What about this one? It's like you give them too many options. If you're giving them so many options, you're essentially giving him whatever they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like freaking put the foot down. Stop being such a pussy. Fucking people. Parents like that get me so pissed.
I guess we know where Jedi stands on a lot of the shit that we see these days, with the options. I don't want to get into it, but
put it this way:
I think we can allude to it.
White people are the ones that have to get their kid the backpack leash. You know what I mean?
Yo, take them leashes off your children, bro.
Ghost. Can we edit that color out though?
Yeah. Let's start over. Let's start over.
People.
Let's start that over. Instead of your line is instead of the people from Caucasia, the Caucasus Mountains. Just refer to them as some people.
No, but I did see a Hispanic mom with a backpack leash. I did see a Hispanic mom somewhere with a backpack leash, and I just shake my head. It's like, if you want a dog, go buy a freaking dog. You know what I mean? Don't have a baby. I mean, obviously they want the government check for the baby, but that's a whole different story.
Ooh.
Yo, speaking of that, and I hate to paint my people in a bad way, but this is the type of climate we were raised in. I remember being a teenager, and I'm walking, and the baby's crying, right? The baby's crying, and the mom's pushing the stroller, and she pissed, and she goes, "¿Tú quieres la botella?" She threw the bottle across the street. And now, that's what I'm talking about. Yo, you put the bottle, man. Go get the bottle. Okay, keep crying.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Jeez.
That is hilarious.
Yo, I love my peeps. Yo, chill. Ain't no better. Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that. There's probably a better way to handle it, but
I hate to say it, but times was different. Like when we was coming up versus now. Like I feel like everybody's soft now because like we got away from that. And
no, everybody's soft now because society has become soft.
Yeah.
And then when they see a parent actually parenting their kids, they get offended for the kid. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
But do you think it's a cycle? Like you think to yourself, damn, my parents did it this way, I would do it this way. Then you do it this way. And do you think your kids will be like, damn, my parents did it this way, I'm gonna do it this way, and they revert back, right? You know what I mean? Like you're like, damn, my dad will hit me with a fucking sledgehammer. I'm never gonna hit my kid with a sledgehammer.
Right.
Then your kid grows up like, damn, I'm so weak because my dad fucking hugged me for 30 minutes and cried with me. Fuck that, I'm never gonna do that with my kid, and just beats the shit out of his kid.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough because like I wasn't abused as a child. Like I was disciplined.
Right.
And so yeah, it's tough because there are people that were abused, right? And so you have to govern based on the worst, the worst of it. So you know what I'm saying? Whereas, I wasn't that kid. There's kids where like their parents would get drunk and then just like push them down the steps and start stomping on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I feel as though like society looked at that and then it became like, all right, well, this isn't acceptable anymore. So even though it's like, I maybe caught like 2 handfuls of whoopings my entire life, right? Like it wasn't like it was every day, every week, every month. Like, they were sprinkled out throughout my childhood. But I just feel like, that's what the difference is. So everybody gets scared. And that's why it was so funny to me. Like a few years ago, Mikey, I know you don't, excuse me, D's, I know you don't follow sports.
You'll edit that.
Yeah, I'll edit that. D's, I know you don't follow sports, but it was funny to me because, Adrian Peterson got in a lot of heat because he made his child go outside and get a switch. Yeah. And then so he can, and then so like I have friends like now, the adults like, oh, I can't believe he grabbed a branch off a tree. I'm like, yo, y'all never heard of a switch? Like that's common practice.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And then, and then.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got to learn, you know what I'm saying? You got to learn what the difference are because you're going to find that switch like, oh, yeah, that one's really small. That's probably not going to hurt a lot. So you grab like a willow branch and then you find out that's actually a whip once you start swinging it. So it's like, I grabbed that one last time. So let me get a different one this time. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I think it's just a culture thing. Like as those things, as people become aware of what's going on around them, they start to like base ideas on that. But everybody didn't have that same culture.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like if you don't hold your kid responsible for what they do, and they're gonna grow up thinking everything they do is okay, everything they say is okay, becoming president, it's a whole story.
Yeah. And then I have friends like, you know what I'm saying? Like their kid will get in trouble with the teacher will like send a note home and then they got beef with the teacher. And it's like, but what about what your kid was doing? Like like the fact that the teacher was like, yo, can you please talk to him? He keeps disrupting my class. And then they're going like, oh, he's an angel. He wouldn't do anything like that. Maybe you're just not, appealing to him or you're not, training him the right way. He needs this kind of attention. And it's just like, nah, bro, like your kid's a dick. You know what I'm saying? Your kid's a dick.
Nowadays, with the way the kids are getting paid to play video games, I'm going to tell my son, Raiden, listen, you ain't going outside until you beat this level of freaking Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? That 18-year-old kid, or was he 16, winning $3 million for Fortnite?
Wild. Wild.
All right, well, anyway, that's been another episode of Super Dope Podcast. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Super Dope Podcast. Be sure to follow Ghost at It's a Ghost X. Follow D's at Muscular Genius on Instagram because he thinks he has muscles. And I'm on Jedi_knife84 on Instagram. Catch us on Twitch. All our links are in the bio on Instagram. Go check us out. Blah, blah, blah. You know what to do. We'll see you next time.
Peace.